Someone once said that warfare for a soldier was 99% boredom and 1% sheer terror. I suspect in the First World War the odds were a little bit different, and I think probably the most terrible part was going over the top. Over the top means climbing out of the trench, coming up from the dug hole, which was probably 30 feet below where you were safe, getting into that trench, which was higher than a man's height, and waiting for the officer to blow his whistle, which meant you're now going to go over the top into no man's land, against the enemy lines, and who knows what else. This poem is quite unique. It's written by a woman. We don't know much about her, Sybil Bristoe. She trained and served as a nurse in a military hospital in Manchester. Her brother was killed in 1917, so one can only assume that she wrote this poem having spoken to him. "10 more minutes. Say your prayers. Read your Bibles. Pass the rum. 10 more minutes, strike me dumb. How they creep on unawares, these blooming minutes. 9! It's queer. I'm sort of stunned, ain't with fear. 8! It's like as if a frog waddled round in your inside, cold as ice blocks straddle wide, tired of waiting. Where's the grog? 7! I'll play a pitch and toss. 6! I wins and tails you loss. Another minute sprinted by, for I knowed only 4. Break 'em into seconds. More twixt us and eternity. Every word I've ever said seems a shouting in my head. 3! Last night a little star fairly shook up in the sky. Didn't like the lullaby rattled by the dogs of war. Funny thing, that star all white saw old Blighty too last night. 2! I aim to shade her prayers. They're only wishes sent to God. Bits of plants from bloody sod trailing up his golden stairs. 90 seconds. Well, who cares? 1! No fife, no blare, no drum. Over the top to kingdom come!